audio guy and somebody fucking risking your safety or the risking the fact that you can hear. Like, that's your money.
Oh yeah, man. And I'm trying to treat my ears like gold because I'm a drummer. Mm-hmm. When I was young, I used to play without earplugs like an idiot. And I had a show one time where I ripped through my cymbals. My ears went blank for 3 minutes. Came back. Tinnitus. I don't know if you know what tinnitus is. It's ringing in your ears 24/7. Doesn't stop.
Archer.
And now
that's
I'm
the only
scared.
reason why I know, because I watch Archer.
Yeah. Now I'm scared. And yesterday, this freaking kid. I swear to God, I'm with my ex-girlfriend. We walk out of a sushi restaurant. This kid purposely revved his engine when we walked behind his car. And it went pop, 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 pop. And I looked at him the first time I walked around. I said, "Hey, do you mind?" I was so happy I covered my ears kind of right on time. I walked up. I said, "Hey, man, do you mind?" And then he's like, "Oh, what? Oh, sorry, dude." Then he did it again. I said, "I'm about to kick your shit in, bro."
Yeah, I'm about to bust a fender.
Hey, low key though, in my heart, I was like, "Damn, if these dudes get out the car, I'm getting my ass beat." I'll get my ass whooped, son. But they stayed in. I was that intimidated. I was
off
really,
GP, like off GP, you had to run your mouth though.
I had to. I was like, when keeping
it real goes wrong.
Yeah, a lot of that. I think my inner scoop came out and they got scared. Like, okay, yeah, he's snapping. All right.
The real East Side is just like a fringe moment away from fucking coming out always.
Man,
so I've had moments where it's like, damn, I just did that.
Yeah.
Who was that? Damn, that must be all them rap songs and shit. It must be all them songs I be listening to in airplane mode. We on the play subconscious shit, boy. Like, but no. So like, I had a question.
Yeah.
Why was you with your ex-girlfriend?
Oh, come on, man. We're going that deep. I'm not going to lie. Me and her have a really good connection, and we stayed friends after we broke up.
Okay.
And we really care. Hey, listen,
Tell me anything.
Yeah, we really care about each other. It's crazy. And I saw her, and you know what, man? I've hung out with a lot of girls and all that stuff. Like, me and her still have that thing where there's something there. You know what I'm saying? Where it's deep. But we're not planning to get back together or nothing, but it was nice to hang out with her.
That's what's up. You know what? If it's meant for you, you let it go, it might come back. Facts. You know what I'm saying? So it's mutual for both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn to let go in order to know if she's a hoe. No, I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit. I ain't gonna go into my personal life, but shit, yeah, man, you definitely got to be in that mind space of like, what is mine is mine. You know, the universe has for me what the universe has for me. I don't have no real regrets or no overpressure. I like how Gary Vee be putting the shit. He be like, 99% of the shit don't matter.
Yeah.
And it's the 1% that is the 100% to me. You know what I'm saying? Like the 1% is my daughter breathing? Am I alive? Do they got a roof over their head? Yeah. All the little other static in between shit, that's the 99%. You know what I'm saying? Like whether or not motherfuckers is ready for heat, when the stove get cut the fuck on, that's the 1%.
Oh yeah, man. For me right now, I go by. I don't try to force stuff like I used to, and I feel like the worst times of my life was when I was trying to force things, man.
Mm-hmm. Or making decisions based on the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Forced into decisions based on the wrong reasons. Like I made a lot of decisions in my 20s that I'm still paying for today. Yeah. Still paying for today, and it's just because shit. You know, I was 20 something. And I was making pressure decisions.
Yeah. Because when you're young, a lot of your the perspective is different. For me, I felt like the emotions were taking over a lot of my decision making. Mm-hmm. And then one day when you learn to distance yourself from your emotions, I hate when people say detach. A lot of people say detach. I don't like that word. Detach means like you're neglecting it and you're pushing it away and you're putting it to the side. I feel like creating a distance means like you see it is there. But I'm not going to let it hurt me or attack me or put me in a fearful situation.
I'm not going to let it cripple me.
Yeah, I'm going to look at it. It's there. But I'm not going to let it interfere.
And so I took some interesting classes in high school in my senior year because shit, I was chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like I had made real good friends with the counselors and shit, boy. So senior year came through. I was a C student. It wasn't like I deserved the classes and the chill shit I was doing, but I got that shit because I was a people person. But I came to one of my classes and they're like, yeah, you know, da this, da that. You got to really examine, you know, how this shit comes to you because it's more than just the sauce. It's more than just, you know, what your approach and what you're trying to hack at. Like it's always a greater picture. It always is more to the value than what it is. So as long as you're thinking bigger picture on shit, You're gonna do like an edit thing right here where it's like Keefer forgot what the fuck he was talking about and totally patched it up with air.
No, I'm keeping this shit in.
What I was talking about.
I'm keeping this shit in. And one way I've been looking at stuff a lot lately, and I wish a lot of upcoming people look at it like this. You know how we take ourselves so critically? We sometimes we overthink stuff. I'm trying to do my best to remember, like, hey, it's not about all this stuff I'm doing in between. I know where I'm trying to get to at the end. You know what I'm saying? So you might make a post. You might go do something in person. You might go do an event. All these little things you think like, oh, man, how did I act? Did I do this right? Did I do that right? Bro, as long as I'm staying consistent with it, I'll get to where the hell I'm trying to get to. Overthinking it used to kill me, but now I
used to text you that all the time and say that.
Did you used to tell me? Were you trying to tell me?
I've been told you that, man. You used to do the same. You would do the same shit that I've seen myself do in the past. That's why I can, assimilate and crack on you a little bit. It's like you would make a sweet ass post, you would make a point, and then hours later you would delete that shit.
I did, and I'd
be like, where the fuck that post go? I was just about to share it.
I swear.
And then I got your ass. Like, why the fuck is you retracting your statements? If you said that shit, stand on that shit. That's how you fucking felt, and you wasn't wrong.
I know it. And listen, man, the only reason I would sometimes is and you're right, I don't do it anymore. I don't know if you noticed. I don't delete any except for yesterday. Okay, but
okay. So some slide through the crack, but I did notice that you've been standing on your shit, or you've been censoring yourself before you say it.
I deleted one thing yesterday only because it was a marketing strategy. I had to, man. Scuba posted me, Cash Star all at the same time. I was like, bitch, I can't have them come see this bullshit. The good stuff needs to be the first thing.
No, that's marketing ploys.
Yeah, but I didn't delete it because I was like, I don't know what
archive.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was right or wrong about that one. But anyway, yeah, man. Right now, I'm staying more conscious than ever because I'm seeing people and how they're reacting to any type of little success. I'm seeing how people react to their failures. I'm seeing it from an outside, just like how you saw me from an outside perspective. But now the outside perspective, I'm seeing it myself from an outside perspective, which I wasn't doing before. Even sometimes when we think we're succeeding, do you ever sit back and be like, I know I'm seeing a lot of success, but this don't feel like exactly what I was aiming for.
This ain't what I came out here for.
Exactly.
At all. Like, it's been a lot of that for me where it's like outside looking in, I come into conversations and people, the context of that conversation comes from a place where they think I got some shit going and I don't have any perception on that. I've had to sit back and reevaluate what my gratitude is on what I do have. You know what I'm saying? The experience that I have had, the places that I have been, the people I have worked with, all this shit. Like, I made it a habit to a fault not to dick ride. Not to clout chase. But it's a habit to a fault because it's to a point where I'd be right next to Yachty and I would not ask for a photo. It's like I'm not going to ask for no photo. Like, nigga, I had fucking 3,000 to 4,000 followers forever and was getting 26,000 likes on a photo that nobody ever knew I took because the artist wasn't fucking sharing the platform. Right. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is that coming from a creator to a creator, you do want your respect. You do want what's yours as far as you are an artist too.
Yeah. You're
creating as well. And part of the greater grand scheme in the picture is being contributed to by you. I never want you to hire me. I don't want you to hire L. I don't want you to hire Nate based on financial gain. I don't want you to hire somebody off of the fact that, well, I'm fiscally speaking, I'm gonna save a couple points on this one right here. Yeah. Bro gonna do it for the love. Fuck the love. You do it for the love. Do it for the love of somebody's texture. Do it for the love of somebody's direction or, the way they edit. If you young and you like the young transitions, then accept that and find that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't try to be cheap with shit. Just put your money where your motherfucking mouth is. Yeah. You go to you go to the store. I ain't gonna say what store, because if I say a certain brand store, then certain people will be like, he talking about me. No, I ain't talking about nobody. I'm talking about everybody. You go to a store. You you put something on that register. What are they gonna do? They're gonna give you a total.
Yeah.
And before they can put that shit in the bag for you and actually hand it to you, what you got to do? Give them some money.
Yeah.
Ain't no negotiation point. Ain't no I'll hit you later. Ain't no I got you, bro. Ain't that? Ain't no I got you. It's here's your money and here is your product. So that's a lot of the shit that I would want us to be building toward.
Yeah.
I don't want us to be in the city in the bucket. Ain't no bucket no more. We ain't crabs, bro. We all fucking goats. Ain't no crabs no more.
ROI is the reason, man. The return on investment is a huge calculated process for anybody who's creating any type of production. So that's why a lot of the times they'll be like, I'm going to shoot this music video. How much is YouTube going to pay me for it? How much am I going to see back from it? A lot of people at the top of the game really calculate all that shit. That's why music videos have a certain production budget cost, because they know
that's why the label only going to give you money for certain songs.
Exactly. They pick and choose. So it's
based on return.
That's why I see why but at the same time, it's like, well, that's a building block. If you invest in this person, this director, this person, a creative person in general, that's a building block with you in their relationship. I mean, I invest in Nick. I fucking thank to God Nick worked. Man, I knew I had to invest in him. I was never going to let Nick disappear or get out of, man, because
you see talent, you see dedication.
Responsibility, dedication, commitment.
Here's another thing.
Belief.
Can you tell them about initiation? Initiative, excuse me, not initiation. Initiation. This initiation. This is my little prospect chain right here. I'm getting initiated. No, initiative. Initiative is hard to find. So when you do find people like Nick, or I got my homie Mike, Detroit photographer.
Oh yeah,
he shows initiative.
He's super talented too.
I think I know Mike.
Mike has initiative to a fault. This motherfucker, I woke up this morning, I got a 23-minute piece of content on YouTube now. I'm a vlogger apparently because because Mike decided to make me a vlogger last night. So, and it's initiative that I need around me that, it's like, okay, cool. Like now we can look at this and, see where the extra value is and what else we do,
If I broke it down and told people like your status in the industry and all that and compare it to other people who have, their own brands and pages and companies of being a director in Detroit, they wouldn't compete even 1% to how much work you've put in. And I want to kind of rewind for a second to kind of get to the beginning of it all, just out of my own interest. You know what I'm saying? Like, has directing always been it for you, or being a producer or being a part of the entertainment industry from the beginning? Or was it something you kind of fell into?
Hell yeah. I was 2 years old, jumping off the bed, pretending to air guitar, motherfucker. Talk about waka wow, leg up in there, all that shit. I always wanted to be a rock star, man.
Music was a start for you?
So, now that you actually got me on camera, and we're actually gonna tell, shit, nooks and crannies of the story, I used to want to be a rapper.
Okay.
So I came out of middle school and high school battle rapping. You know what I'm saying? We battle rapping in high school. Yeah, And then after high school, you gotta go to real life. Well, I took a time out on real life and decided I wanted to be a rapper for a second before Detroit had any kind of rap infrastructure. We didn't have no music business. None of that. It was just like, it was what it was. Wild bullshit. Nobody was paying us no attention. And I got to a point where I wanted to get back to my roots, because in high school I had a TV internship. In high school, I was blessed to, get the camera. I was blessed to get the editing bay, blessed to touch that shit in a way that it touched me. So at 17 years old, I'm editing and running around like I was doing all the little games at the school and shit. I was doing everything I could with a camera at that point. Fast forward to 25, 26 years old, you go through the shits. You go through your early 20s, you make a shit ton of shitty decisions. Well, I did. And I'm in rock bottom. I was at my rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? I had pissed off and fucked up all my little, all my shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had much going for me.
Yeah.
And I said, I have to get back to what I should have been doing from jump. And so I went back to little film school here in Detroit. Shitty little place. I never give them a name because I never want you to go there. I think the government gonna help me get my money back.
It wouldn't happen to be MPI, would it?
No, but they wanted them. They on the list. They on the list. Hey, it's a list out there.
MPI,
you better check that list.
I almost went to MPI.
The government is forgiving niggas money because they was on some bullshit.
Yeah, I had a buddy who went to MPI. He's like, yeah, go to this shit. I'm like, man, I got Google, bro.
I got YouTube.
When you decided that you was it directing? Do you consider yourself a director mainly?
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay,
absolutely. There was a phase in my career where I was a videographer. There was a phase in my career where I was just a motherfucking Padawan that was learning as much as I could.
Yeah.
You know, and
were you stealing cameras from like? How are you getting the camera? No, like from your mom and shit. Like taking the camera from her, taking her shit and using it, or like how are you getting your camera shit together in the beginning?
We had back in the day. I'm talking day.
Yeah.
We had the home video camera.
The big one, right?
Yeah, and
Same
shit,
here.
we used to do everything with that motherfucker as much as we could.
Yep.
You know, like I wasn't doing shit like hustleberry. Hustleberry was actually trying to make movies with that bitch and shit. But you know, we was just using it. We was rocking it. And so when I decided to go back to film school, I was like, man, let me go ahead and just like look up online, you know, what is accessible. You know what I'm saying? So I took my little refund money and I put together a little bread. I got me a little camera package. I think I probably maybe only spent, let's say $900 to $1,200. Had a D, Nikon, bullshit, shitty lenses. And I just struggled. But the thing was, it was like, I'm going to drive this piece of shit car as best as I can so I can race with people with faster cars. And that's always been my mentality on shit. So I've never been the type that's been like, oh, we need big cameras and big lenses. No, we need good workflow and some discipline. That's really, really the shit right there. Half these cameras just need some fucking light and some content.
You're maximizing the potential of the equipment versus using the equipment to compensate for your lack of, you know.
It's that same shit where it ain't the shoes. It's got to be the shoes. No, it ain't the shoes.
Yeah.
You're going to have to be the best shoes in the world. You ain't Michael Jordan, right?
Period.
Facts.
You ain't putting the time in the gym.
When I was growing up, it was the same shit. You know, I had the camcorder. I was editing with the VCR and shit. You know, stop, play, cut, and all that type of stuff. It was mostly based on, you know, it's making skits and short stupid little films and stuff like that. I kind of fell into music videos accidentally. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't because people were paying me finally to use the camera. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And everything kind of happened by accident after that. There was no conscious planning for me. Like for you, did you have like a blueprint kind of in your mind when you were doing it?
Hell no. Shit just happened, man. Shit just happened. Like the blueprints that I did have never really panned out in a way. They were always.
Were you trying to make movies too?
Nope. I never came into it saying I'm gonna go ahead and start making movies. I always said that, you know, I'm a child of cinema, and movies is my trajectory. Movies is in my path, and you know I can see that now. Now I'm in a point in my career. Now I'm in a point in my life where I can see and plan things a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Based on all this momentum that I put down. But at first, it was just work. Go to work, feed the kids, go to work.
Yeah.
Because I had reality set in early for me. I was never in this camera game as a young bachelor. I've always been in this shit, as y'all seen me, as a father. You know, I've always had whatever coming to my house, whatever money, whatever deposit getting split 5 ways as soon as it get to the, you know what I'm saying, to the bank. You know, she need money. I need some money. Bills need to be paid. You know what I'm saying? So it's that easy, that fast. So for me, the pressure has always been a little bit different. So
Yeah, that's serious.
to answer your question, no, I ain't had no path. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I just knew I needed to work.
Okay.
I just knew I needed to work, and I knew I needed to perfect and discipline myself where I could. And you know, I got certain shit down, and like everybody else, we got to learn. I got a bunch of other shit I'm still trying to get right.
Was there like a passion for it behind everything, or was it purely money based? So
It was always passion based. So I always found myself in this weird limbo of I care, but I also got to get paid.
Right.
So the I care come into when you're there and you're doing it, and it's like, oh shit, this needs attention. This needs to be covered. This coverage needs to happen. I need to shoot that shot. You know, I need to get that extra stuff because that's going to be the milk and honey on this whole pie.
Yeah.
And when I get back to the editing bay, that's the extra bit of love. That's that TLC for real. That's why I was telling Nick, like, I can't, you know, just pop up with a laptop and just get the bing, bing, bing in the middle of a party. I really need to have my whole chi together to edit, because when I edit, I'm emotionally involved. I'm emotionally involved in every edit that I've ever put out.
Yeah.
Keeper, What's your editing tradition? How do you go into it? Like, get the right mindset.
So I like to do shit early. Okay, I'm not a I work night owl type person. I like to shut down after a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Like after like 3 p.m., I'm ready to just get stoned.
Shit, we are the opposite.
You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't like to be up in the middle of the night working. I like to chill in the middle of the night. I like to watch cinema. I like to watch shit in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? I like to wake up 6 a.m. Okay, load in footage. Start picking through little shit, lining up performances, searching for them B-roll, searching for the money shots, looking for the shit that I knew was heat, trying to find the stuff that I didn't know was heat but is super heat.
Same process, yeah.
You know?
Same.
And so just get to laying shit down. So like I like to put, I like to pace myself if I can. I had, for a long time, as soon as I came in, you need to upgrade that machine, man.
I seen that, bitch. I was like
my machine I was doing shit off of was really embarrassing. It was fucked up for a long
I
time.
had the shit he had in 2014, and this was a month ago. And not only that, this shit is prehistoric. Man,
I had an 08 Mac.
I don't know how
Mac
he
tower.
was doing any of this shit he was doing, bro. My ritual is like, now I do the same shit you do, but I am a night owl, and I got some incense burner from India, and the incense from India, and I got an oil lamp, and bro, that's how I'm zoned the fuck
Work
in.
through the night.
Yeah,
Oil lamp.
But you know the rule though, man. The better the artist, the more emotionally involved you can get into it. If it's I'm sorry, bro.
And not better as in their platform.
No, I'm saying
not
the music.
better as
if
in
the song is good.
Just literally the music.
If the song is good, I'm having a good time.
If the song is good, I'm having a great time.
I've literally contemplated refunding an artist before because of how bad the song was. I was editing and I was like, I just can't do it. I feel like I'm in prison. I feel like I'm latched up, man. I feel like there's no way out. And
the way my kids is set up, that ain't an option. I just gotta fucking muscle the fuck through this bitch. But
you know what? And that's
I done cringed my way through some shit before. Like I just hate every bit of this shit right here, nigga.
Yeah, man. I just like, why did I get into this, man? Then another thing, you know what? It's okay. I can't say it's sad because you're grateful that you had your children and everything like that,
absolutely.
and stuff. But man, I'm so appreciative right now because. Damn, man, thank God I didn't have any kids just because, not with any disrespect.
No, it is what it is.
But you saying, like, I didn't get to have the bachelor career, it's like, damn, I'm doing that right now. Yeah. Like, I don't got to worry about paying anything but the bills. You know what I'm saying? So for you, movies weren't in the plan as far as you knew it wasn't going to be something that was fruitful or something that would come about, but is it something you want to do? Is it like...
So movies wasn't an option at the moment.
But was it something you wanted though?
Movies weren't an option at the moment because it was always what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Content creation, making people laugh and cry is always what I have really set out and want to do.
Yeah.
But commercial work for hire is just what needed to happen at the moment.
Right, exactly.
I need to learn my craft. I need to build some experience and I need to feed my family. And that's what it was at that moment. Now, this year, moving into the next couple of years, I'm trying to create space within what needs to happen because it's fiscal and what has to happen because I'm passionate about it.
Yeah.
So.
Was there any other option for you as far as going? Because when you're going to school, you're saying getting C's and shit like that. So you weren't like a school kid, I'm assuming. Was there anything?
I was a school kid, but I wasn't an academic school kid. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in there, I was social. I was charismatic. I got into programs. I did diversity club. I did debate team. I did AP Euro history. I did AP psych. I did philosophy. I did advanced bio shit like that. But I did like really mediocre in all the grades. But I picked up what I wanted to pick up. That was always my thing. And so my thing was I was thinking I was I thought I was slow at some shit. You know what I'm saying? Until I got the TV internship. Now, when I got the TV internship, it was challenging. But I was getting A's. I was acing every single thing when it came to the things that I cared about. You know what I'm saying? Like even my physiology, what was that, philosophy. Even the philosophy in the novels class, that shit, I was doing better in that than, mediocre math. Because mediocre math is like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? There are numbers. You have to add them or subtract or divide them.
Right. Yeah,
or
it's
multiply.
like I felt the same way in school too, because I was like the idiot in the class always. Like I was always getting suspended and kicked out, and even when I would try to pay attention to the teacher,
What the fuck was you getting suspended for?
everything, man. Literally, name it, I was getting suspended for it, bro. Name it, I was getting suspended for it. Just not even one time I came into class and I didn't have my book, and my teacher just kicked me out before I got to my seat. She said, "Nope, go back, get out, get the fuck out." I literally sat in the
You
hallway.
was disrupting the work. You was disrupting the learning environment.
And at one time,
I know because that was me. I was
know-
in the same kid's shoes.
do you know Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World?
Yeah.
Okay, I had that same principal follow me from school to school, coincidentally, and he just followed. I'll never, because I dropped out of high school, but I'll never forget the day. Like he was following me through my whole career, suspending me every other week, always giving me lectures. But he used to always say to me, he's like, "You are an intellectual, but you're not putting your mind to it." I was like, "No, bitch, you're right about the intellectual part. I just don't know what the fuck's going on. There's nothing I can do about it. You can teach me anything about math, I will not interpret it." I didn't learn multiplication till I was in 9th grade.
Really?
I did not. My brain could not comprehend multiplication. I was like, I don't get it. I don't get the numbers. I don't get nothing. I don't get division. I don't get nothing. So I remember when I dropped out of high school though, because I was actually on my way to graduating. Like I was getting the credits after class and all that. And then it was the first day of school. I didn't show up. I got a phone call from my principal, Mr. Young. He called me. He said, "Hey, you pulling up? You coming to school?" And I said, "No, I'm dropping out." He gave the biggest sigh in the world. He's like, "All right." And then I hung up, and that was it.
It was like frustration and relief. It was like,
Yeah, that's how I felt.
it was
And
frustration and
I was
relief.
like, I don't
He
belong.
ain't coming. Damn, he
He ain't coming.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, "Damn, I hope this kid doesn't fuck up his life." Because I've had teachers tell me, like, I had a teacher named Mr. Reynolds in 6th grade. He literally looked at me one day. He said, "Lawrence, you know, in 10 years, you're going to be asking me if I want fries with my shake." He literally said that to me. And I was like, damn, is that where I'm about to? But anyway.
I had shit like that. Yeah, that was the type of shit I grew up with then.
Just like with this television program you were in, it's like there was moments where I knew this is the only thing for me is creating. You know what I'm saying? Like creating is my only path. It's the only thing I'm good at. But you're obviously you're an intellectual. I mean, there's no question about it. You have deep thoughts. You construct thoughts better than people I know that graduated from fucking college and shit like that. Is that?
I ain't make it out of no college.
No, I'm saying that you
I ain't make it exactly. I ain't make it out of no
talk
college.
better than motherfuckers.
I wish that I would do myself. I wish I would do myself the justice and start reading again.
So, was there a breaking point for you where you realized, like, okay, I'm getting support doing this? I mean, you had failures, obviously, if you were first starting, but was there a moment where it's like, I got this, like, I know what I'm doing?
When did that click?
It was like a certain
I
video.
got this. I know what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Man, I still don't. I still
Come
don't
on,
have it.
man.
I still don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, but like to trajectory you in the direction that you are in now, was there a moment that kind of made it more like certain for you? Like, okay, we're in the right hemisphere.
This is the right bag right here.
Yeah.
I would say that's a tough question.
Yeah.
That's a tough question because, like, yeah, there was like a breaking point where it's like, okay, you know what? Yeah, all right. Nick and I,
Yeah.
Hustleberry and I, were doing like 4 and 5 videos a month at least.
Yeah.
And we weren't being nice with the price. We were being as tough as we could at that moment. You know what I'm saying? It was still more to be desired, Lord knows. But
You guys weren't doing those 250 videos and all that
when
stuff.
I looked up and Christmas was paid for and it's January and February and the bills have been paid and I'm not struggling hungry on the streets damn near, oh yeah, I'm like, this shit working.
Yeah.
I looked at Nick, I'm like, bro, we're literally eating primarily off of rap videos.
Man.
Like, we still had a corporate client here and there, so on and so forth, but no, that wasn't the bread and butter for us. The bread and butter was always the streets.
Yeah.
Like, we would just break out and go do bread, you know, the little corporate shit, just get a break from the streets here and there, you know, to get that extra check coming that would look real right. But for the most part, we was just, you know, roughing it in the streets, and this shit was working for us.
I got familiar from you because I saw Hustleberry. I mean, obviously you guys shot, you know, that major music video. And that's how I got familiar with you because I always saw you guys together in pictures.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, like who's this dude? And then I saw how I kind of saw like the humor in your page, which was great for me, because you know how I was when I was starting the shit.
You can see humor in my page.
Yeah, I could early on. Just like you didn't take yourself too seriously. Like you weren't like one of the directors. Some directors like for real, man. That's why I was always making those comedy sketches, because I was like, why are y'all acting like you're rock stars, man? Like why are y'all doing that? It's cool. I guess it is cool.
Exactly.
Yeah, I guess it is cool, but I know a lot of y'all in person are not even like that 1%. Like you know what I'm saying? A lot of you are really goofy and funny, just like me. Mm-hmm. So I was always like putting the shit out, but I remember I got support from you like right away. Like it was instant, where it's like you recognized like okay. And then I think I came to see you in Hustleberry at your. You guys had like a conference, or it was kind of like a.
Yeah, Nick put together, Hustle put together a seminar conference kind of thing where we were able to share, have this kind of conversation.
Yeah.
A professional, let's share some advice, let's share some experiences kind of conversation. Yeah. And it was overwhelming to see how many people Nick and I had a touch and a reach on, an influence on, and just like mutual respect for as well. Yeah. So to see that room filled with faces like yours, and even guys that I still know to today, like, okay, I have a decent little, regimen on my weed, you know what I'm saying? I got a decent little intake on my beer here and there, so I don't remember everything and every name all the time. I'm fucked up in the head a little bit. But no, like I got real good facial recognition. I've been seeing a lot of the same IG profiles. I've been seeing a lot of the same support, a lot of the same BTS photographers, and I see, that we have been able to do a lot of this. Because the city forever was all of this. It was really, for everybody, it was just this one motherfucker, yourself. And that's all you could trust. That's all you could do, break bread with, whatever the problem was. Yeah. And that mentality is what created that crab in the barrel shit. You know what I'm saying? The fact that everybody's an individual and you got to feed yourself and What Nick and I did for the landscape to show people like you and Nick here that you gonna have to work together to eat.
Oh yeah.
You gonna have to work together to compete.
Yeah.
That's really what it was, because the level of intensity that we were putting into productions at that time was unseen.
Oh yeah, 100%. You guys made
the attention to detail was unseen. Yeah. That's all it was.
You guys were the ones who made me look at shit at levels, because I saw a lot of directors kind of out, spewing out the same stuff, even me. And I was like putting out, the same, pan shots, in and out shot. Like you could see like the familiarity in all the styles of the Detroit videos. But then it's like, oh wait, but don't forget there's Hustleberry, and then there's Keefer, and there's Jerry PhD.
Yeah.
That's like the Hollywood of the music videos in here. Even people coming from outside of state are coming here to work with you guys. There isn't no like mini Hollywood production shooting these major music videos. It's literally you, Jerry, Hustleberry, and like a couple other guys. You know what I'm saying? So
it's definitely a few other.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't even gonna cap. What's his name?
Who's killing
Vezo and Courtney Bell got a video that just came out, directed by Diego.
Oh, Diego, of course, Diego.
That
Diego.
Motherfucking video right there is like heat on a lot of motherfuckers' feet, for sure. Like if you've been lazy, if you've been lacking for the past year, watch that shit, because it'll definitely get you back up off your ass, for sure. Yeah. And that's the thing where it's like, another thing I saw with it is, another thing I'm seeing with it is, cardiac. Cardiac's cold. Cardiac is really cold.
CT's obviously.
CT's cold. Another thing I'm seeing is that.
But like when I talk about you guys though,
some of the labels. I just had this conversation with Wes yesterday. Wesley, 97 PK and Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, I know.
I'm having this conversation with Wes yesterday. He sent me a video. He's like, "What do you think of this, bro?" I'm like, this is fire. Yeah. This is really good. You hit all of your nails on the head. At this point, the only thing hindering you is the fact that your client can't afford your creativity.
Right. I learned that lesson early on. Like people were always telling me like market value, because I was running around saying all these crazy prices, and then somebody was like to me, well, you realize you're competing against people who are shooting for $350. You're competing against people who are shooting for $650, $750. I was like, shit, you're right.
Who the fuck was Basquiat comparing to? Who the fuck is Michelangelo comparing to? That's not us. That's never been me. You cannot put me in that category. You can't compare my work to that. The only way you can compare my work to that, and this is where I'm really about to break some mold off some bullshit. Only way you can compare my work to that is when I accept conditions lesser than my values and disciplines.
Right.
So when I put myself in the same situation as a $250, $300 shooter, then hey, all I can do is come back with as best as Keefer can come back with, and I cannot promise you anything better than that. I can't say that I'm going to pull the snake out the motherfucking plane and had a rat eat that bitch and then have a motherfucking 8 stump on it, all in CG graphics and real life, if you only gave me X amount of, you know what I'm saying, whoops. So all that being said is like, that's what I was getting to. I'm seeing it happen. The clients or the labels are willing to and are giving the shooters and the directors a little bit more leeway, some more finances, some more money to work with and actually get it done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Actually put some of their vision and shit on screen. That's what you're seeing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
People are working together, and the labels are moving around here and putting a little bit of money in the air so that you can put something on screen. That's all I want to do. I just want to get a shit ton of money and throw that shit on screen. Make it look crazy. Yeah. Make this shit like Hype Williams got resurrected in this bitch, but he not dead.
I'm trying. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a return on investment 99% of the time if an artist is smart. Some people don't. Listen, we know there's some people who have tons of money as an artist, as a rapper. They have tons of money. Rap is just like a fun thing for them. That will throw that money in it. Usually they lack in they lack in music. Like their music's usually not that great. The ones who are still up and coming are the ones who have to decide, like, if I spend 2 G's on this video, what's it gonna do for me? Like, you gotta be smart though. If you believe in yourself, it will be another stepping stone.
If you have to ask that question,
you shouldn't be right.
If you have to ask that question, that 2 G's ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Yeah.
It won't do shit for you. If you have to ask that question, it's like this. Either you're a hobbyist or you're a lobbyist. I want clients that are lobbyists, that are actually pushing an agenda, actually pushing a campaign, got a product that we putting up there where, like, because at the end of this day, all this shit is free motherfucking advertising. This shit free base. Because once you put your vision, your money into a vision and it's turned into art, all that art is supposed to do is go back and fish and get more people to come eat from your plate.
Yes.
Okay, at the end of the day, if you don't have something to push, you're just a hobbyist.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, you just saw your homies, you just saw your ops, you just saw other motherfuckers looking better than you, and you wanted to get like that. So you called and saw out a motherfucker like me or you, and said, "Yo, what's your price? What's the deposit?" Bullshit. Okay? And then when you got the video and it didn't do shit because you put it on your own YouTube that have 4 subscribers, your mama, your auntie, and your kids, you wonder why I got 300 views. Yeah. You're a hobbyist. You're not a lobbyist. You either got to be pushing this shit, you got to be putting pressure on this, or you bullshitting.
Yeah. It's either 100% or 0%.
Thank you.
That's it. 100%.
It's really because 100% is just enough to survive.
Yeah.
100% is sufficiency.
Yeah. 100%.
That's my shit. If you can't put down 120% into what you really trying to do, then you really not trying to do it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Life happens. Elements and things pull you from, you know what I'm saying, giving that 120 into every single thing.
Yeah.
But if your average put out ain't at least 105%, I don't want you around.
Facts.
I don't want you around because you're not putting out. You're not something that you're not in the mindset of thriving. You're in the mindset of surviving.
Oh yeah, and it's a dilemma in the industry because, like, I always see inconsistency in the industry. It's mainly because a lot of people don't really believe in themselves. They find moments that happen to them where they're like, "Well, that last video didn't do too good, so therefore that's the end for this 6 weeks." But then all of a sudden, I want to be a rapper again, and then they go put out. But there's so much weird. There's so much. Look at, me and you never stop. Like from the minute I saw you, figured out about you, the first music video I saw from you and shit like that, you and Hustleberry, till now. I looked at
Nick several times. We're lifers, bro. We're lifers.
Exactly.
Even with Nick taking his break to do music,
And he's still working though. I mean,
He's still and when I say his break from the monotony of accepting gig after gig after gig after gig, the chaos of working for hire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That man literally took a break to work for himself.
Yes.
You know, so all that being said, like that and shit, yeah, that's that bachelor shit. I appreciate and I love that shit. That's what you can do as a bachelor in this career. You know what I'm saying? But shit, if that's not what I got, I'm gonna push for something else and get something else out of this. So, you know.
What was the respect level like when you guys dropped that video together, a few years back where, everything erupted at that moment? Did you even feel inside too, like, this is my moment or this is gonna take me to the next level? Did you feel that way when it happened?
We definitely valued the opportunity. We definitely valued the responsibility, because at that point it's like, what else? And then it was like, what else?
Yes.
So no, I didn't see what you're saying per se, but yes, we did know and understand that, yeah, we were doing something way different. You know what I'm saying? And that we weren't, this shit isn't to be taken for granted. Yeah. Now, one thing I will say is, in hindsight, I wish that we were more exclusive and more restrictive on allowing others to get the blueprint, if that make any sense. Now, this is what I mean. Mm-hmm. When it popped and all of that attention was there, I noticed it real quick. You had 6 to 7 clients a month coming trying to get the blueprint. They came in with a hell of a beat. Yeah. And they was trying to get me and Nick on the video, and they had plans of doing World Star or For Show. So everybody came in with the same blueprint recipe, and the beats were sounding the same too. Mm-hmm. Even if they weren't a heli beat, they would get little homie beats that, what I'm saying, was trying to be the heli beat. Yeah. And it was the blueprint all over again. And we kept allowing people to pay the rate and get the video. Because you could pay the rate, well, okay, we'll give you the video. We should have upped the motherfucking rate.
Yeah.
We should have upped the rate. We should have honestly only took the ones that we wanted or believed in. But the problem is, for me personally, I had a family to feed. Yeah. So I was going to take it all. You know what I'm saying? And Nick, he was just a fucking victim of what the fuck. I was like, yeah, take it.
Yeah.
Book that shit. And, bro was trying to put his bread together too. You know what I'm saying? So all that being said, yeah, it was a lot of value in that experience. And we knew that, we were giving something, we were creating history. But, did we know that it was going to be as big as it was during the experience? No. Yeah. In hindsight now, it's like, okay, cool. What else?
That's why when you guys did that conference, even for me, I had a feeling it was going to be packed, or something to that degree, but it was way more packed than I ever believed. Because when I went to go see these guys, they were, trying to help out and trying to network and stuff, and it was like 50 plus. I'm probably even wrong. It's probably more than 50 plus in there.
Oh, it was definitely deep in there.
Yeah,
it was pre-COVID. It was definitely a good 75 to 80 people in there.
75, 80 people.
It was standing room only. It was packed out to the fucking to the door, and there were people standing in the stairwell.
There was people standing in the doorway. Yeah,
there were people standing in the stairwell. There were people standing in the concessions area. It was packed. Yeah. And we really need to do that again, honestly, and then really reapproach it from the point of, now we have a lot of the people that were in that room that have paid their own dues and have their own lessons and something to offer. You know what I'm saying? And I told Nick, I said, next time we do that shit, let's have little sessions and seminars you can break off into. Let somebody take, a group of people in the wrong room and give them a subject.
Yeah, salons.
Let's take it back to actual fucking, conventions and seminars and shit.
Yeah, and conventions I've been to, they have salons where basically everybody gets their own room for specific things. Yeah. If it was going to be a video director in one room or a comedian in one room and all type, that's actually a brilliant idea to bring people together and network even more, kind of expand on it. Yeah, man, like I said, you guys were the gold standard. You guys still are the gold standard for me, because when you guys do put something together, mm-hmm. It's just something different. And especially with Hustleberry, the way he lights and all that, it's insane. But right now, do you feel like you're taking a step forward? Are you going forward as far as productions and visuals are going? I know you're dropping more music videos that are kind of street videos, you know what I'm saying? More you're still mixing it up, but it's not to say a step back, but more so like compared to what you were doing, it feels like it is the money game right now, as far as the money grab game, kind of. Or
and that's the thing where it's like it's a little bit of both. There are relationships and there's visions and relationships that I've gotten involved in and seeds that I've sown that I'm watching these flowers blossom. You know, that's a couple of the, you know, the products of what you're seeing right now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that. And I've been blessed to be able to sit back and say, okay, I'm taking this because I like the song. I'm taking this because I like this artist and we have good energy. I just went to Seattle with a guy named MOA Law, about to drop 4 videos. I did all 4 of these videos in 48 hours. This man paid for my flights, fed me, paid me for my rate. You know what I'm saying? 4 videos and got me back home in 2 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a really good relationship, a really good situation. Those are the you know, those are the extra, you know, clients that I really want to bring to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? The people that, like, he's got a really good song and he's a really good artist to work with, and, you know, there's good chemistry there. So those are the, you know, that's the money I want to make. But that being said, I really, really, really want to get to the point where I'm making my point.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get back to my point. I have
I see you taking control.
So a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
So I had a conversation with God. I said, Lord, have mercy, Jesus. I'm doing gangster rap videos for a living. I thank you for this opportunity. I know this ain't really where you really want me to be.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. Obviously it is right now. You know what I'm saying? But ultimately, you know, I want to use the platform to make your point. At the end of the day, I pray every day. I said, God, bless the works of my hands so I could bring that light back to you. You know what I'm saying? So now is that time where my momentum has built up to the point where I can make content. Yeah. And I'm going to make content. I am going to make a point. I am going to tell y'all how I feel and what I think, because I feel like shit, y'all could use some of it.
I agree, because most motherfucking directors aren't saying shit. Most motherfuckers in the entertainment industry aren't saying shit.
The ones I look up to are the ones we look up to are, you know what I'm saying?
Saying shit? Like saying shit?
The ones I look up to are they saying something. Oh yeah. Okay. They're the directors I look up to, they're saying something. You know, I definitely see some points being made. I definitely see, like, Johan. I don't even know how to say the name, but it's Joan. And this person did some King Von videos, and I think maybe even a Nipsey Hussle video. But like, this director out of LA or wherever the hell he or she is from is amazing. I love their videos.
I know what you're saying now. Okay, I thought you were talking about other people. Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Bigger scale, bro.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Like Mike, that dude who shot Big Sean's videos early on. Mike, damn, why the hell did I forget his name? There's a dude named Mike that used to shoot Big Sean's videos, and I was like, oh my fucking God, I want to make music videos like this, and all that type of shit. You know, it's redundant. Like I said, man, it's market value. It's what you can put out there. A lot of, you know, I'm getting sick about directors too, because a lot of directors are complaining like how I used to when I was coming. I remember how I used to complain all the time. I used to talk shit about everybody. I used to be, y'all don't pay enough money. Y'all don't show up on time. I used to say all this type of crazy shit. Y'all don't know your worth. Now I get it. Like, looking back now, it's because I'm looking at younger directors talking the shit I used to talk, and I'm like, you got to shut up, because the money's not there. If the money was there, maybe they would give it, but the money ain't there. And they got to look, what am I getting back in return of this shit? So you can only really make a statement if you invest the time into an artist, because he might not have the money, but you believe in him. So I'm going to shoot the fuck out this video. Exactly. I'm going to make this the best video possible.
I've had several situations like that. I have clients to this date where, you know, that passion is still being shared, you know? And that's the thing where it's like, it's a battle of, okay, like, I know I have a purpose and I know I have a cause, so I'm going to be here and I'm going to serve my purpose. But I also know that I create diamonds for a living, and I give those diamonds away for a living. And for a living, I get paid to give that diamond away for that moment. You know what I'm saying? And they're able to take it and do whatever they want to with it. Now is the time to take inspiration from people like you. and create my own and press my own little piece.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, yes, you're right. If the money was there, it would be a different landscape here. And it's getting closer. Day by day, step by step, artist by artist, it gets deal by deal. But in the meantime, between time, even myself, I'm learning and realizing and remembering you got to have your little backups. You got to have your setups to get some sort of residual.
Yeah.
I say this all the time, and this is the last little spiel I'm going to go on before we get into something fun, but I noticed that every single dollar that I'm able to use as a resource or spend or bill or smoke is made based on my time. Every single dollar I make is made only because I put time into something.
Yeah.
There is no dollar that goes into my account based on a little piece of product or something going out into the world and it being sent. No money is made for me while I'm asleep.
Yeah.
If I'm with my children, I'm making no money.
Yeah.
My business is shut down. And that is my problem. It's not your problem. It's not your problem. I can't complain and be, no, like I have to fix that. I have to rectify that situation. I got to take control and serve that issue.
Yeah.
And that's where I got my answers. I got some shit up my sleeve. My sleeves look real tight right now.
I do want to mention though that like as far as your pages, so like all directors in the industry in Detroit at least at the levels that we're kind of surrounded in or whatever. Like I consider you, like I said, I consider you and Hustleberry and all and Jerry and everybody CTA, everybody top leaguers and all that shit and all that. Everybody kind of stamped their name. You know what I'm saying? Even the Hustleberry, everybody knows the name Hustleberry. Everybody knows Jerry PhD. Everybody knows the names. Your name. It comes up obviously to the people who are familiar, but you didn't brand yourself in such a way that they did, and obviously there's repercussions for it.
It's a two-sided sword. It's a double-edged sword.
But here's what I will say: I'm not gonna name names and all types of shit, but I will say that I've been with you at a video shoot before. I've seen you work. And I sometimes I'm like, that's the brains behind the operation. Not only this, but
I've been dropping sauce.
Yeah,
I've been dropping sauce.
Not only this though, this motherfucker is really like more talented than all of us. The only thing is technical ability. Maybe you, because you don't hold the camera.
No, like okay, so look, and that's the thing.
You
like,
don't hold the camera like everybody else does because
you've only seen me in certain lights. That's the thing where like I've had to wear so many hats. I'm going to have you come see me actually operate camera.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you come see me come operate. Fuck that shit. Direct something and have me be your DP.
Yeah.
I'll show you how many positions I can play on the court.
Oh yeah, I know it.
Because this is the thing. I came out and I was like, I'm gonna learn all this shit because that was the position I was put in. I had to learn it all. I had to go to every department and fuck with them in order to get my next job.
That's why I'm saying, do you feel like you're underappreciated as far as compared to all the other directors that have stamped their brand, or do you feel like maybe it's on your end as far as not branding yourself properly, or do you feel like it's just the credit's not there because you're more behind the scenes than everybody else?
Do you believe in the law of attraction? Do you know what the law of attraction is?
Kind of.
So the general breakdown is, the sauce to law of attraction is everything that exists exterior is manifested from the interior. Mm-hmm. Okay? Everything's a reflection of your goddamn self. Okay? You are responsible for whatever position you are in your life.
100%.
That's it. So for me, I understand and know where I have played my part in my reality. You know what I'm saying? I take my accountability.
Yeah, but some motherfuckers do fucked up that shit, so that's another story. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, that was my law of attraction.
Okay.
That was my law of attraction. Either I allowed it to happen.
Do you wish it played out different, or are you okay with it?
No.
Okay.
I try to, I try to go to the other side of the table as regret. I try to stay far from regret and far from, hindsight. I've had a lot of shit happen in life.
Yeah.
A lot of, scars and crazy shit that I've lived through that have made me who I am that I don't regret. I don't take none of it back. Yeah. The same day my first daughter is my everything. If anybody know me, you already know how I'm drilled. My dad was killed the day after she was born. So that whole in life with a safety net and a support system was taken from me. You know what I'm saying? My daddy was the dope man. My daddy was the shit. His funeral had nothing but standing room. My daddy was a product of pimps and whores. Okay? And then my mom on the other side was just a total flip mode. She was product of professors and teachers. So I've grown up in two totally split different houses. I am yin and yang. To the fucking T. Just the way I had to grow up. So, no, I don't regret shit, bro. I just take it as it come and thank God for where I am, because the way this shit set up, you gonna get yours. Yeah. You gonna get yours, and you better hope that yours is good.
And it's kind of representative.
It's what you sow. You sow what you motherfucker reap.
It's representative of your page too, because you are like the gun toting cameraman and shit like that. You feel me? Everybody's out. Everybody knows, like, yo, man, that dude's strapped. That cameraman's strapped. Don't get near him and shit.
Hey, on some funny shit, I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna do the trick. I'm gonna pull up to motherfucking video shoots, and if I know the shooter is being underpaid, I'm spraying this bitch the fuck up. Pop, pop, pop. I'm putting shit in the air. You better pay this nigga his deposit.
Yeah, because we need a superhero, goddamn.
Come on now.
We need a superhero. Where's
and
that
that's
chicken?
the thing where, like, you treat my young dogs fucked up, and then we coming for you, dog. You don't treat no shooter fucked up, because the shooter might come for you.
But Stash House is something new, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Stash House is something new. Stash House is developed off of real life shit.
Yeah.
Stash House is something that I incubated for about 2 years before I released to the public.
It's fucking brilliant.
Stash House, like, look, the way you describe Stash House is exactly how I describe myself with my breakdown on my mom and my dad. Like, that's what Stash House is. Like, I grew up in the Stash House. But you wouldn't have known that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, the way I had to appreciate and understand life growing up is the way that I try to exude and live life now. And the way I try to just put it out there. So, yeah, Stash House is just like a manifestation of, like, who I am in my soul.
Yeah.
For real.
And I'm glad you did that too, because that's the way you separate yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you create, especially because the iconic logo you guys created. The fact that it is you two and the mustache thing and all the goddamn is
I've been wanting to cut the fucking shit off so much.
You can't now. Man. It's too late now.
I cannot cut my face hair off. I got a haircut today. I almost told Esmeralda to cut this shit off my face.
No, man, the business will fall. Nobody will know. You pull up with no mustache.
You'll be like, is that a fake mustache?
Who the
for
fuck
real?
Is it?
I'm gonna just get a fake one, like, because everybody asks me, is it fake? So shit, I might as well go ahead and get some extensions so I can take this shit out at night or when I'm eating. That'd be the worst shit. Like when I'm eating and the mustache get like in the pizza or whatever the case is.
I can't deal with it, man. I mean, listen,
I
did the goatee because of you. I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, yeah, you feel me, man? No, I did the goatee because I was like,
I did this because another motherfucker was walking around like this. Like, damn, that shit's sweet, bro.
Yeah.
On some machismo shit. On some like, dog, if we was all like at sea, like for fucking months and months and months, and if I saw a mirror and saw me looking like Nick looking, I would fucking shave my shit and I'd be like, oh, some funny shit. Be like, oh, this shit funny as hell, y'all, ain't it? This shit funny, ain't it?
Yeah. But now you know who shot the video. If you see the mustache, you know who shot it.
That was my thing, where it's like Detroit has a lot of waffle colored niggas. Like, I am myself a Detroit stereotype, like visually speaking, but like once you like talk to me or see anything that I do, you be like, oh, this nigga is from outer space.
Oh yeah, no.
So that was the thing where it's like I just wanted motherfuckers to know it's a big fuck you every time. Oh, hold on, it's a big fuck you every time I step out the house. Every time I get out the shower, I see this bitch. This is my fuck you to everybody because bitch, I ain't playing nobody's rules.
Yeah,
I ain't playing nobody's anything. This is my world on some Scarface shit. The world is yours. The world yours, L, is yours. And it's mine too. Cause my shit is mine.
Oh yeah.
That's it.
No,
you ever do shrooms?
Yes.
3
times.
What?
Yeah, 3 times.
You on your way to being a grown up. I've done them like 20.
20, yeah. I can't handle it anymore. The first time I did it was sweet. The second time I couldn't handle it.
I shot a music video off them like a couple days ago.
God damn.
I love them.
I can't operate off shit.
Bro, shrooms are literally like the best.
I've done shrooms.
They're the best.
Lucy or no? You fuck with Lucy or no?
What is Lucy?
LSD?
No, I've never. Okay, so I tried LSD once. Funny story. Like me and my homies, we was rolling through the little Chicago tunnels, and you know what I'm saying, in the train. And this hippie, he's sitting in the corner, high as hell. I'm like, oh, he definitely got some mushrooms. I'm looking for mushrooms. Yeah. He like, no, man, but I got this paper. It's LSD. He get to ripping me a tab off that bitch. So I bought 2 tabs from him, right? I take one whole tab. And as I'm putting the tab in my mouth, my homie's in the kitchen like, what's that? What you doing? Nothing. You got LSD? Yeah, nigga. Well, share that shit. So I'm like, all right, but y'all can share this one tab. So I'll rip a tab in half. Like, a tab is like this tiny.
Yeah, they're small as hell.
So I took a whole tab. I ripped their tab in half and gave it to them. Let them fucking do their diligence. Why they high? I'm not.
Man.
They fucking rocking it. They through the sky. They laughing. They high as hell. Everything they saying funny to them ain't funny to me. I'm sitting there just looking at the computer like,
Nick,
when is something
know
gonna happen?
what the fuck happened?
No, I tried, but it ain't happen.
Really? Oh man, how the fuck?
I guess I got the piece of the sheet that didn't have much liquid on it.
Man,
Need a redo on that.
I'm gonna call my mans and be like, "Yo, man, that shit you saw me like 6-7 years ago."
So I did mushrooms when when the fuck did Joe Exotic drop the one with Sada Baby and
Joe Exotic the song.
Yeah, the song would be Pac-Man. It was last year or some shit.
Okay.
So anyway, I never listened to the song once. I just didn't care to. I was like, I don't care.
That's funny. So the first time you listened to it was on mushrooms.
So no, I didn't. I never. Yeah. So the first time I took mushrooms, right? So I took mushrooms, and the first thing I did was like I was sitting there like, oh, what's happening? I turned on Sada Baby and Pac-Man. I was watching that shit, and I swear to God, I was like, this is the best music. It's really not the best music video ever. I was like, this is the best. But then here's the part that tripped me out. When Sada started getting the deeper voice, he was like, Tekashi, and he started talking with that background voice. I thought, dude, I thought that was me on mushrooms. Like, oh my God, I'm hearing different voices. Like, I was tripping out. I was like, whoa. I started calling everyone. I was like, yo, man, go listen to that song. Tell me if you hear this shit. Everybody's like,
I'm on the song. Do you hear me on that track?
I was freaking out. I was like, what's going on? So and then when I got off that shit, I was like, I'm never doing that shit again. You know what I'm saying? But
3 times later.
And my drug life has pretty much been that. Xanax when I was a little bit younger, a couple weeks straight. Made a lot of terrible decisions in my life. A lot of phone calls I woke up to. People breaking up.
Right.
Yeah. I love drugs.
Breaking up with me, telling me, who the fuck are you? Why'd you call me last night telling me you're going to kill me?
But those type of drugs are really dangerous and scary. And they fuck up your like emotional balance.
Oh, Xanax and alcohol together? Ooh.
Yeah, Xanax.
I took lean, prescribed lean one time. One time I took prescribed lean.
Percocet, Adderall, all them bitches like fuck with your emotions in different points of the stage. It's like Adderall is a very, very special drug.
Isn't it cocaine basically? I mean,
it's speed.
Speed.
MDMA. No, it's
Adderall's
meth. You're right. That's what I just learned recently. It is meth. You're correct.
Really like one molecule.
It's one molecule away from meth.
What the fuck?
Which is crazy because I hate meth.
Obviously.
It did not do it to me. Okay, so this is what happened with the meth story.
You took meth?
This is what happened.
Oh my God.
So this all right, we're fucking Tech Fest. Detroit Tech Fest. How I get. Yeah, movement. You know how I get. So our homie is our homies are Kevin Saunderson's sons. And Kevin Saunderson is the inventor of techno. So we like in that bitch VIP the whole time. But we only got one VIP wristband, so we sharing it. You know how we get down. So I tell Hector is the douchelandian Chicagoan DJ that's hanging with us, handing us bags of cocaine every time he pop up. Every time he pop up to the party, because his movement is like 3-4 days. So every time he come into the party, hey, my friend, he handing us bags of I call him the pillow man. He handed us that little bag, that little nickel bag. That cheat. Oh, wait. So long story short, he come in one day, he like, Everett, would you like to try some Molly?
Ooh.
I'm like, ooh, yeah. That's it. I was like, ooh, sure, why not? He's like, well, open your hand. He like got this bag of crystal shit and he poured it in my hand. It looked like rock salt or like salt candy. He like, okay, go ahead and lick it up. I'm like, what? He like, lick it up. So I lick the shit out of my hand. I eat the whole fucking hand. I'm like, That's how I am with drugs. I'm gonna just try this shit. I'm gonna just dive off the diving board, see what this do.
Yeah.
Motherfucking, it was the worst 45 minutes of my life.
45 minutes?
Worst, exactly. So you on Molly. Molly's supposed to get you for a little bit. Hours, okay? It's just literally the worst 45 minutes of my life. Like you like bad coke or bad meth, right? So the thing was, it's like I'm going through the house, having this outer body experience, everybody talking to me, trying to be nice and handing me weed, but everything feels vicious.
Ooh.
I'm ready to fight off of everything. Like, don't hand me the weed.
Why do you think I want weed?
Why you think I want? But I still. Why you take it away? I want it. And so I get to the point where I'm like, this shit ain't right. This ain't what it's supposed to be. Yeah. That moment is probably me in the dirt outside, face like in the dirt, praying to Jesus, please, Lord, please let me not be high no more. And Jesus came down, he touched my shoulder, he said, son, you got about 10 more minutes of this bullshit and it's over.
So it was Molly though.
It was not Molly.
Yeah,
it had to be meth. And that's what people say. Molly is often cut with meth. On some like cheap, bogus shit. To keep it cheaper, to bogey it up, whatever the case is, that is the cut. You know how they do heroin with fentanyl? They do fentanyl and shit. Well, meth apparently is a common cutter for Molly.
Man.
So yeah, I unwillingly did way more meth than Molly for sure. And so that was the moment where it's like, I will never, ever, ever agree to Molly again. I'm done with it.
Well, you don't even know if you took Molly. Man, look, man, I think the worst drug I ever took was probably lean, but it was prescribed. It was like doctor prescribed, but I took it as if it wasn't.
Yeah.
And,
I abused it. The doctor prescribed it.
Yeah,
I abused it.
And I took Xanax with it, and I drank with it. I did all types of stuff you're not supposed to do, and you know, I just ended up in places I never wanted to be. So that's kind of the day I was like, okay, no more hardcore drugs. No more of that shit. Because you wake up to phone calls of people asking you all types of questions. What happened to you last night? Why are you acting like that? I got broken up with 3 times. But I was getting, everything was happening to me.
Damn.
There was no food in the refrigerator. It was in the fucking oven for some reason. Like I was just doing everything. I found ketchup in the fucking sink that was like, you know, I was like, what's going on? So
I found ketchup in the sink.
Yeah, just like a brand new bottle just sitting there. Like no, for no reason. There was nothing going on. And I did not remember one lick of it. I didn't remember one lick of it.
That's funny as hell.
You know, I tried mushrooms, I tried acid. I just can't do it anymore because I like control. I don't like things except for alcohol. I can drink. I'm a drinker, dude.
This is how you control mushrooms. Go ahead, Nick. What was you about to say?
You ever go on a bike ride on mushrooms or acid?
No.
Life-changing shit, bro.
So, this is the whole point of why we ever even started talking about drugs on this podcast today. I wanted to really just make a statement today. Drugs aren't that bad. Drug addicts give drugs a bad name.
Facts.
Okay, I know a man named Mushroom Matt. Look him up on the internet. This nigga takes mushrooms every day. He grinds his mushrooms. He microdoses mushrooms. He said, this is what Einstein was doing. I said, I fucking believe you. And Ben Franklin was probably microdosing cocaine, but whatever the fuck the case is, discrepancies aside, this grown man takes a bike ride at 4 a.m. in the morning every day.
Yeah.
He's happy in the muffin.
Oh my God. I have moments where shit, you know, like I might be on some other shit. I might be on my shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just stuck up thinking about 1,000 things at a time. 1,000 things at a time. And I'm like, man, let me call Matt right now and have an idea session. It's like I'm going down, I'm coming down. This nigga on his way up. I called this man at about 3:30 in the morning. He said, "What's up, nigga?" You know, if you call a man at 3 in the morning, he gonna be like, you can have that pillow voice.
Yeah.
What's up? What's
Getting ready
up,
to
bro?
hang up.
Hello? What's up? You okay? This nigga, he's screaming at 3:30 in the morning. I'm like, ha. I said, I knew your ass was up. I said, what you about to do? Take that bike ride? He says, I'm putting on my helmet right now. I said, bro, I need you to do X, Y, Z. This idea that you had is ingenious.
Yeah.
I understand it more now because I'm high enough to understand.
Oh, yeah.
I'm high enough to understand exactly the levels of what you own. But yeah.
I just practice so much yoga and meditation that I always kind of feel high anyway. So yeah, that's kind of where
what's up. That's a thing.
Yeah, no,
it's a thing.
It's a thing. It's for sure thing. I went to
Yoga on drugs.
no. Hey, I went to it. I meditated when I did the mushrooms just so I could get rid of those. I was doing when I was on the mushrooms. I wanted the trip to end so bad. I just started meditating. I was like, please God,
wow.
But
okay, so look,
did not end.
Let me teach the world about mushrooms real quick. This is what we're gonna do. Okay.
Peanut butter sandwiches.
What's the ritual?
Have people around you trust.
There it is.
I'm not that type of dude.
So look, set the setting. Go ahead, Nick. What?
Oh, I just say if I'm ever doing like acid or something, I always use the rule that I always am somewhere comfortable enough to take a shower.
There you go. So if you are...
So your own house.
No, exactly.
Or your friend. Yeah.
Or a hotel or Airbnb, whatever the case is, you really don't want to go to the bar and play out and be frolicking and bullshitting on mushrooms.
Man.
Because mushrooms are a very, very special thing. Very special. And not to be disrespected. So this is how you say, if you say, I like control, then you love mushrooms, nigga. You just have to set your setting. Okay, I make sure I have 2 pair of socks because apparently my feet get sweating. And that bothers me.
Make sure you got some good food in the fridge, not just cold pizza.
No, like good food that you actually want to enjoy, because here's the thing, mushrooms is everything times 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay, how you feel, it ends up 1,000 times over. How you think things 1,000 times over. That's why you be feeling like you're sitting on the world's secrets, and if I say this shit, it's all gonna crumble. That's how I feel. It feel like, holy shit, I know something right now.
Like, how did nobody else figure this shit out? I'm out here in my couch doing
My favorite thing.
Work.
Yeah, when I took mushrooms, the one thing I did learn from that experience was how much I grabbed my phone to look at it. Because I remember, and I stopped doing it. Because I was like, I used to be like every second, like, what? So I was on mushrooms and I started grabbing my phone. I was like, do you realize this is like an addictive thing that you're grabbing your phone? And then I stopped doing it. I was
That's
like, yo, I'm
mushrooms
only
talking to
grabbing
you.
my phone.
That's that poison.
When somebody's calling me or it's business related. I'm not grabbing my phone. If you notice, I used to reply to comments like 24/7 on social media even. Now I don't reply to anybody because I put my phone down for only, it's business, it has to be business calling me, or it has to be somebody calling me, or it has to be, I have to check something. Because looking at your phone every second, but mushrooms really taught me that. I remember the feeling too, because I was grabbing my phone while I was on the mushrooms. I was like, why am I doing this? And I couldn't stop doing it. And I was like, this is an addictive trait. So that was one thing I loved. Alcohol, I thought I was going to quit drinking alcohol, but I can't stop.
It's too easy, bro. It's right there.
It's at the store. It's for sale legally.
Can I please just drink, man? Is that something I can have in my life? Can I do that without feeling like, you know what I'm saying?
You shouldn't have to feel no type of way about it, as long as you're not like inhibiting what you have to get done.
Oh, that's
you know
the
what I'm
problem.
saying?
Yeah, that is the problem. I'm fucking up, man. I could be writing scripts, but
see, no. I just don't want you to be the functional drunk that's like waking up and like sipping a shot to go to a shoot.
Hey, I wish I was that.
Like I can't shoot a video without a shot.
Yeah. Hey, but
That's the only way to keep that camera stable.
there was this dude on there's this dude on Facebook that posted this thing. It was about a NASA scientist. Have you ever seen this? It's a NASA scientist talking about how he does cocaine every day. And like he's being interviewed. He's a NASA scientist, literally like fucking brightest mind ever. He's being interviewed, and the interviewer's like, "So, how much do you spend on cocaine every day?" He's like, $200. I'm actually about to go buy some right now. And they're like, "Do you realize cocaine destroys lives?" He's like, "Not for me. Like I'm chilling. Like I'm good on this shit." It's the fucking sweetest interview ever.
That
man.
is the definition of a functional cokehead.
Yeah.
He a cokehead, but he's what before that?
NASA
Functional.
Oh, yeah.
He's that exactly. He's this nigga in NASA.
He's in NASA.
And you better not come for his job. So this is my thing. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna prove a point this year. I am going to shoot 10 music videos on 10 different drugs.
I'm vlogging every second of that shit.
Boom. I've already done 3 videos already that
Can you tell me which ones you did it for?
I did ecstasy. I did
For what videos?
Funny that like okay, so I did mushrooms on a video that's already out. It's mushrooms. The video I did on mushrooms is out. Is the F&B Savage.
Okay.
We were in like Las Vegas. I just did a video on ecstasy when we were in Miami. It was me and Jay Julio.
Oh.
Jay Julio.
I thought it was Julio.
Julio.
Is it Julio or Julio?
I think it's I don't know.
I think it's Julio. I think it's Julio, but I think it's supposed to be Julio, but I think people call him Julio.
Herein lies the issue for me.
Anyway.
If you make it Julio, then guess what Jay becomes?
What?
Hey. It has to be Hey Julio.
That's sick,
If
though.
you're gonna hug a J, you gotta hug both J's.
Hey, make a decision.
Make a decision.
Make a decision.
Okay, so look, I did a video off of a bean. I did a video off of some shrooms, and then there's a major music video that come out with me on some Chi-Chi, but I ain't gonna say no names. I had to do the Chi-Chi video for you. I do the Chi-Chi video for you. You know what Chi-Chi is, right?
What's that?
Yeah, yo.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah,
How
yeah.
often?
How often?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
Rare.
Oh,
Very
okay,
rare.
yeah.
Very rare. It's like for me, Chi is like fucking like, we got a lot to do.
You get to have
No. Chi is like, we got a lot to do and it needs to be done now.
Yeah.
Everything needs to be done.
And now. So find some Chi because shit, we not going to sleep.
Yeah.
For real. Like Adderall is for like, I'm about to focus and get some shit done.
Is
and
it
be
possible
hella-
without it for you? Coffee doesn't do it? Is it possible without it?
Yeah, like coffee's great. Coffee's great if you're a PA.
That's my cocaine. Coffee.
Coffee's great if you're a gaffer, but like if you got if you got 1,000 people asking you 1,000 questions at one time,
Oh man.
you need some extra shit firing off, bro.
I was watching this director. Well, with that time me and you shot with Jerry, when you were doing T.I.'s son's video.
Damani.
Yeah, Damani. You were answering everybody. And
That
you-
was me sober. That was me
Yeah.
sober. I probably should do more music videos just straight sober because I actually did pretty decent.
When I saw you and how that actually inspired me a lot because I was like, damn, I would never be so patient with stupid ass questions, bro. I wouldn't be able to. Somebody coming up, where do I put these socks? Like
Yep.
those aren't like you know what I'm saying. Like what's going? Why are you talking to me right now? Go away.
That young man did not know the size of his pants. Real shit. It took me 4 days to find out what size pants he wore. 4 days to find out what size pants a grown man wore.
What size pants were they? You know?
32.
No, I didn't even find out. I handed it to the wardrobe stylist.
Hey, I was a
Because
funny.
at that point, it was over my head.
Hey man, I took a back seat that day. I was the delivery boy. I had a good time though.
Bro,
I
like
was-
you really fucking came
I
through
can't. I got
gang.
groceries and shit with your brother and shit.
You gotta stop giving. You can't give me the left.
Why?
You can't give me the left. Always the right. Never
Oh, I'm
the
afraid
left.
to hit the microphone.
Fuck the mic.
Hey, you feel me?
Never the
Yeah.
left. Always the right. You
Yeah,
gave me
yeah.
like 3 left
I
fives
keep
today.
hitting this bitch, so I was like worried about it. But yeah, man, that was I took a back seat that day because I was like, you know what, man, I want to watch these legends work. I got to watch Jerry. Nick came through just to do his own thing, but it was still cool to see him. Like he was still.
Did
part
you
of it.
ever see Nick's little BTS video he made?
Yeah,
That shit fire.
He shot it with
bro.
that big ass Ursa.
Exactly.
And,
that man rolling around with the cinder block in his hand on a hoverboard has really been impressive. Like Nick, when I first met Nick couldn't shoot for shit.
I remember you told me he used to do 3-second segments.
3-second segments. This how I know he did 3-second segments because I borrowed his memory card and I was like, let's see what this man been doing. I'm about to hack his little workflow because his shit's so sweet. Like the nigga shit was sweet.
Yeah.
And I got to looking in the clips and I was like, oh, here's a video he did with a model. Let's see what kind of angles he got of the model. 2-second clip. 3-second clip. I'm like, oh damn! Like you can't get off with this shit. You can't even get no imagery. I'm like, this nigga cold as fuck,
Man.
Cause his shots are all 2 to 3 seconds long.
Yeah.
And so that's when him and I got to powwowing and discussing different trade techniques, just like different techniques. Like this is what I've been doing over here, and he'll say this is what I've been doing over here. Let's do it together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like shit, you got some shit I'm missing over here, and I got some sauce you missing over here.
Hustleberry came in when I dropped that new music video. He's like, that was a fun little video. And I was like, man, you motherfucker. Like, and he's like, no. He's like, I'm not trying to little dog you, bro. I was like, you can't. You are allowed to. You're allowed to. But damn, bitch, I was proud of that one.
I
was
love
like,
Nick. I love Nick for his like black bone. Nick got a black bone. Like he has a fucking soul bone. He got a like this is a story he don't tell everybody, and I hope he don't get mad at me for telling this, but his mom was sick one day, God bless, you know what I'm saying, the situation, and she needed a blood transfusion. And the only person in the hospital to give her a blood transfusion was a black firefighter. So all of her kids since that date have black blood in them.
Whoa.
Man. So that's why Nick got that soul.
It all makes sense now.
That's why
goddamn.
Hustle got soul. So Nick go do some shit that a nigga might do, say some shit like, I ain't trying to little dog you.
Yeah.
That's what I think of when you say that.
Where is it? Okay, so you know you used to say something to me and you never would tell me. I don't think you're gonna tell me again still to this day.
Go ahead.
When you said there was politics, what did you mean by politics? Because there was a point where like, you know, you and Hustleberry were shooting the biggest artists. Can you say the artist motherfuckers' names? Because I'm not gonna say any of their names.
What,
like,
T?
Everybody, like Yachty and everybody and all.
Yeah.
So you guys were shooting with all them, and I know there was a story about how you guys shot a huge ass music video and then you guys lost the SD card or somebody stole the camera or some shit.
Oh, that was Bizarre. Okay, so yeah, we shot a video for Bizarre and King Gordy. Now, these two names alone are like Detroit legends in the sense of like ciphers and shit like that. Like I used to listen to Bizarre, I used to listen to Busy, you know what I'm saying, on like Eminem albums and shit like that.
Everybody did.
And Gordy is cold as hell. So like we were looking at this like, oh, this is a great opportunity. And they had independent label signage. So we're like, this is great opportunity. Yeah, no, like, nigga, we actually went to work, shot a whole music video, and unbeknownst to the whole crew, we went home without the camera.
Man.
With the memory card in it.
Yeah.
And somebody from the venue stole the camera.
Of course.
Memory card never got saw again. Like, look, if you're going to steal the camera, leave the memory card.
I swear to God. That's like
God
somebody
damn.
stealing somebody's
That's it.
wallet.
This is the thing. Like, leave my motherfucking ID if you steal my wallet.
No, yeah.
If you steal my wallet,
Hey,
mail me my ID.
Exactly.
You ain't got to put no return address on it, but if you do put a return address on it, we coming for you.
Side note, my ex-girlfriend's sister had her purse stolen at Dave & Buster's. They knew you couldn't unlock the iPhone. Like, there's no way to get to it, so they left the iPhone out of respect. If they had taken the iPhone too, it's like, come on, man. But yeah, them taking they just couldn't leave the SD card.
They understood.
You
At
couldn't
that point, it's like, look, I might as well not even put this person through the inconvenience of me being inconvenienced. I can't do shit with it.
Yeah, I wonder. Well, okay, so they were cool with it though.
So all that being said, like, what were we talking about?
They stole the SD. So when you had to tell Bizarre now,
we were fucked up. No, we were totally fucked up.
Yeah.
So most of the crew was in off of deposits or nothing.
Yeah.
And at this point, the client has paid for a whole day of production. Yeah. So Bizarre and King Gordy let me and Nick do a video for them at that rate. Because Nick and I are we still learning shit, but we sweet. You know what I'm saying? So we have a huge production. We have, a lady putting a fucking sword through her mouth. We got an ambulance.
Woo.
We got fake clowns. We got fireworks and sparks and all type of crazy shit.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it was so chaotic and we was just so in the moment. We were so happy. We left the whole camera. Left the whole motherfucking camera there with the memory card sitting in it and everything.
And they got stolen.
We didn't realize the motherfucking camera was gone until the next shoot.
Man.
Because we had multiple cameras.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on the next shoot and Nick is like in the bag like, well, where the GH whatever? GH4 right here, but where the GH5?
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, you tell me. We get to fucking looking at each other crazy. It's at that motherfucking venue still. You ain't seen it since then, have you, Nick? Nope, I ain't seen it since then.
Oh, man.
Fuck. So we get to calling up there. They're like, yeah, we found it. We put it in the back for you.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
Me and Nick like, okay, cool. We're shooting right now. Let's finish what we doing and we'll come up there tomorrow morning and get it. We get up there, the motherfucking camera gone.
So they fucking had it.
They say they had it.
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck happened, but what I can tell you is that God bless Nick's heart, he had to finance that whole motherfucking music video again.
No, he did not.
Yeah, he did. And I mean, shit, I ain't gonna say, yeah, the crew had to go in and didn't get paid for the second day. It was like all for one for all at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, am I gonna cry and piss and moan that I only got a deposit? No. Like, bro had to come out of bands because of that shit. And the motherfucking camera was gone.
So how did they respond when that happened? Like the artists, were they cool?
Thankfully, and see, that's the thing, like the power of communication and the power of making sure that you're in business with people that got some goddamn sense in the first place.
Right.
So Nick was able to go to those people and let them know what the situation was and say, hey, this is my plan to fix it.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to have to do.
You know what I would have done, man? I would have faked a robbery. I would have been like, I got robbed, son. I was in the car and I would have shot myself in the leg and be like, oh, I'm in the hospital, gang. I don't know what happened. Start a GoFundMe. I lost the music video and I got shot. Pay for the hospital bills and the fucking production. I would have lied about everything. Hustleberry, you are too nice.
It's the bullet in the leg for me.
I've done that shit before too, where I've literally had to lie to artists about what happened to the shit.
Yeah.
What
happened was
Yeah.
Nothing that crazy, but
Yeah.
I've had to twist and turn. Oh, you look whack in that video. Let's just
Look.
reshoot it. You look terrible. You look like dumb. Let me see the footage. Trust me, you don't want to see it.
You do not want to see it. You look horrible.
I'm trying to help you out. So
Yeah.
I pulled some shit, but them they came to a conclusion, which is sweet. But back to the political point, like what the fuck were you? Can you talk about what the fuck you were talking about, or is that still off limits?
No, it's just like it's as simple as every aspect of every industry has some sort of politics. Every aspect of life has some sort of politics. Your family has politics.
Facts.
You're Chaldean. Your family got politics.
Shit. Man.
Y'all got certain shit that just can't go down.
You got to marry a Chaldean girl. This whole family was Chaldean.
That's the
in
surface
Chaldea,
shit.
you got to go marry her in Chaldea, and her last name has to be Chaldean. So
That's surface shit. That's
Yeah.
the surface
That's
shit. That's
just
the shit y'all tell us.
Yeah.
That's the shit you let us know.
Yeah.
Chaldeans are so fucking deep and fucking confounded that if some shit ended up, y'all got anything about to come up to the surface, y'all just totally retract.
I wouldn't, but yeah, you're right.
I've had Albanian and Chaldean friends. I know how y'all motherfuckers operate. Y'all know, like, it's just certain shit that y'all not gonna know.
Yeah.
The public is not gonna get. It's internal, for sure. So, like, look, what was the question again?
Hustleberry, like what politics?
Politics.
Is it?
It's politics and everything. So, look, okay.
Are you trying to find ways to say this?
Oh, yeah, I'm always, look. Why did Obama get quiet? Why does Obama speak like this? Because that nigga coming up with some shit.
Yeah.
And he making sure
It's the right shit.
that he don't step on no toes.
You can't say it the way you want to say it.
Exactly.
So should it be said is the question.
I mean, it's the thing where it's like,
Is it a black thing?
no, it's a everything thing.
Okay.
It's an everything thing.
Is it a white thing? Is it a
Politics are politics. Politics are non-discriminative. They're discriminative to the politics and the policies of the politic. So within the politics is like, it's certain shit where it's like, I'm not going to. Okay, so here's a situation, a scenario. I may produce a video for somebody, and all of my friends are going up under the shit talking about some. Oh, Keefer did it. I'm like, well, y'all shut the fuck up, because that's what paid. That's how I'm eating. That's how my kids is chilling, because I go do shit that y'all don't know I did.
facts?
And for me, that's politics. Shut the fuck up. I didn't say shit. Why y'all gotta say something? So it's simple shit, and then it's also shit like, funny story. Artist hit me. He like, and it's somebody that I'm with. You know what I'm saying? Gang. I'll ride for you because y'all will ride for me. When I say y'all, it's y'all. And he hit me like, why am I seeing this? I'm like, well, yeesh, I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
I know what you're talking about.
But in the same shit, it's like when I went to it, I saw this person, that person, everybody in the crew had said something. But why you only said something to me? Because the algorithm of Instagram said,
Man.
when he went to the post, all he saw was 4 people's interactions
Right.
on top of the millions of other people that interacted with it.
Right.
And the 4 people that Instagram suggested and showed him, I was one of them.
Right.
And he saw that I said something on something. And it was what it was. It was like, shit. Honestly, shit. And what I said was like, shit, good job, nigga. You growing up.
Yeah.
That's really what all the fuck I was saying was like, good job. You're growing up. I wasn't saying shit, nothing.
Yeah.
But the politics were. So that's when the Bible say, don't let your good be evil spoken of. Don't let your good be evil spoken of. So that means some of your good you can't even do. Nick, you understand that?
Who?
Not really.
I thought you
So-
were talking to Hustleberry. I was like, oh shit.
No. So
I was like, damn, Nick.
case in point.
Yeah.
Working on a major project with a client, and they have assumption that things should be done a certain way.
Yeah.
But the way I do things are different.
Yeah.
My good could be evil spoken of. So the way I take care of business, the way I do shit is opposite of what they're looking for or different than what they're looking for. They could look at that good intention and think of it as an evil intention.
It's your boundaries.
Boundaries, disciplines, all of that shit. So here lies the situation. So say you take on a documentary piece for a client.
Okay.
Say you say, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and, you know, the rollout needs to be this. You need to go into that motherfucking project with some intention and some purpose. Because there's going to get to a point, workflow-wise, Nick, they're going to get to a point, workflow-wise, where you're shooting a shit ton of shit, and it becomes cumbersome to edit. It becomes to the point where you can't even get through everything because there's
Too much.
a 0.5 terabyte worth of footage. Imagine watching a 0.5 terabyte worth of footage. You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't want to do it.
Wouldn't do it.
So what do?
You shoot with purpose.
Okay.
You say within this piece, these are my questions. These are the topics that matter. This is the public opinion that needs to be addressed. And based on all of that, this is what needs to get shot.
Yes.
I'm not looking for every single moment that may be a thing.
Yeah.
But because I'm not, my good may be evil spoken of. That intention may be misconstrued as, oh, well, bro, lazy. He don't want to do shit. That's your good being evil spoken of.
Just because people aren't familiar with your process, the understanding that, hey, I got a shot list.
People don't know the context in your decision. That's all of that. That's everything that I'm saying right now. Your good being evil spoken of. You want to make sure that people understand the context of your decision, or they don't need to have no context or even knowledge of the decision.
Did you? So when all of that happened, and I know exactly what you're talking about now. Did that affect? That obviously affects you though, because now you're dropping one of your biggest clients.
It's a situation where
So you went down with Nick, or did you guys talk about it?
I say it like this. Nick went through his own personal frustrations within the industry, and I've gone through mine.
Yeah.
So Nick looked at me at the end of a shoot for another artist that had nothing to do with anybody you would ever think of. And he was like, man, I'm done with this shit. Like, the artist had come 4 hours late.
Oh.
There was a discrepancy about the location. He had to pay it out of his pocket. Oh, yeah.
Nick did?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
What, out of the location?
Yes, he had to pay for the mansion out of pocket.
Fuck that.
And the artist had come 4 hours late that day. He turned to me at the end of the day. He's like, bro, I'm not doing no rap videos no more. We had such a long discussion at the fucking end of this curb, with some end of the driveway. I don't know. I remember the setting. I remember the conversation. I remember where we was at. We was in somebody's neighborhood. And this man, he said, what you gonna do if I stop doing rap videos? I said, I'm gonna keep doing rap videos. Go sit down somewhere for a second then. That's cool. And I totally respect and understand where he was at from the bachelor perspective, like we were talking about earlier. He was in a position where he could make a decision. I was in a position where I could not make that decision.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What we had built was our bread and butter. That's what's feeding us. So no, I'm not about to just go off into the wilderness with you.
But
I'm going to applaud you while you over there in the wilderness. Like,
but as,
nigga,
far
that's
as,
my
losing,
nigga.
as far as losing one of your biggest clients, though, like that was a loss together, obviously. Yeah, so that sucks.
It's a loss you have to eat and learn. But see, this is the thing. So look, this really the answer to the question you asking me. Be about your business. Take care of your intentions and have discipline. And make sure you get some fuck you money in the bank. Because when shit don't go the way that you need it to go or want it to go or think it's supposed to go, you need your comforts so that you can maneuver.
Right.
Without fuck you money, You are a victim of the
You're
circumstance.
stuck doing a video that you don't want because you have to do it.
Yeah,
You're stuck dealing with a client's ill intention or what's the word?
Focus.
Neglect.
Yeah.
There's a billion things, man. It's just a matter of pigeonholing yourself and, like you said, not giving yourself room to move around. And that's kind of why. I mean, I have security where, like, basically, like, if something went wrong, I could go. I don't have to take care of anybody myself. And if I had to hit up my folks or if I had to hit up somebody, I could do that. You can't. So I'm in a luxury. Like, even the more you talk about it, it's more like a luxury feeling. Damn, I didn't realize I had that shit, like that backbone behind me. If just in case something goes wrong, I could get a safety net if I needed to. But I never took advantage of it ever, and I never asked nobody for nothing really. At the end of the day, for me right now, that's why I'm building all these productions because I love it. Number one, but the fact that I get to do this is the craziest shit in the world to me.
God is so good. I'm so happy I'm not frying fries or nutting screws in the Challengers, nailing nails in the roof, or
Man, I always go by every time
putting
I pass,
fenders on Chrysler 300s or none of that shit.
Listen, my cousin's like a famous YouTuber. When I say he's famous, he is super famous YouTuber, okay? He took like a 6-month break. He's a kid. He's like 19 years old. He took a 6-month break, and he's like, I mean, I love my boy, but, he's losing his, following a lot. Like, people aren't really watching no more when he posts new shit. I always when he was taking his break, I wanted to take him to the back of a McDonald's and showing the kids that have to take out the trash and open the dumpster and get their clothes all fucked. I was like, bro, do you see this shit, bro? This could be you. You could be continuing your fame, or you could be, in 2 years, that's where you're going to be, throwing trash in the dumpster. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying, like, people don't realize, man, like, you got to create any avenue you can create, go and create it. Listen, man, there's directors I know 4 years ago saying, when they see those black text posts, music videos, $250, book today only. And they still do that today. And now they charge $150. 4 years ago, you were charging $250 for these promo videos. Now you're charging $150. It's because you didn't explore other avenues. You didn't create momentum for yourself to expand and create something bigger than shooting a music video for some random rapper in the street.
And for anybody if anybody's able to look at their scenario and say, I can relate to what you just said, you need to understand the law of your attraction. That's it. You really need to research what is law of attraction.
Right.
Hone in on the concept itself and execute from there. Because if a person is in that mindset, they don't understand it at all. They're going in. They're looking at life as if I'm a victim of whatever the circumstance is. You are not a product of your environment. Your environment is a product of you if you take control.
Man, I know rich people.
You take control.
Listen, I know rich, and I'm not gonna even say names. I know names of directors that had all the backed up money in the world. They had mom and dad money. They had all types of money. They just wanted to shoot music videos that they don't even compete quality wise or consistency wise compared to somebody in Detroit that doesn't have shit except for a little ass Nikon. You know what I'm saying? So I know people that don't have opportunities and have to create everything themselves, that don't outwork the people who have all the fucking red. I know motherfuckers who have red cameras that don't do shit with them, that just sit in the dust, bro. And they don't know how to branch off into the scene. They don't know how to get involved.
Waiting for a rental.
Yeah, bro, you know what also pisses me off too is, like, when people say, like, man, this is actually something like I never spoke about that kind of really bothers me. Like, you know how some people used to be like, oh, you're a culture vulture to me and shit like that. Or they used to say, like, oh, you just trying to snake the scene, or you're just trying to take.
That's fucked up that you've had to live through that.
But you know what bothers me about it though, bro? I've always wanted to be in the entertainment industry since I was a little kid. Where the fuck else is there in the entertainment industry in my area? There is no other area.
There's no industry. Yeah. There's nothing entertainment about Detroit except for the streets.
And you can't go to Ipsen. Where the fuck, like, what? And even not only the music though. There's comedians that are all coming out there.
Versus this. Thank you, Kid L, for offering your talents to the motherfucking community. Thank you for making yourself disposable to people's creations and ideas and bringing visions to life.
I appreciate it.
That's the fuck I want. If you're not having that conversation with me or L, get the fuck out of the comments. Get the fuck out of this bitch. I don't want it.
No, it's crazy to me. I didn't even think about that till yesterday. I was sitting there like, man, those people who say that like, oh, I'm stealing from the like what I was like, where if I wanted to be a part of the entertainment industry, I was like, where the fuck else was I supposed to go? And like, you know, I'm not ashamed to say it because I know people say dick ride and all that type of weird ass shit. Bro, Sada Baby was the person, even though at the time when he was coming up, he didn't realize the potential of his power to what he was going to be able to do for me, the doors he was going to open. Essentially, it's like Godfather type shit where he vouched for me because he was always reposting my shit. Yeah. It's like this random Chaldean guy that no matter what, if I had posted and been on my own, if I had posted the same content on my page and he hadn't reposted me, I wouldn't have been vouched for. Like, this dude's cool. This dude is really about this shit. So him vouching for me gave me the opportunity where people were like, oh, okay, let me check him out. Fuck it. You know, Scoop's posting and let me see what the fuck this dude's about. And then them people started, oh, I trust this guy. Like, he's really trying to be an entertainer. He's really trying to be in the industry. He's really trying to shoot good videos. He's really trying to make people laugh. He's really trying to give good speeches. So I knew I proved myself.
Detroit has a sick word. We have a very sick word in our in our vocabulary.
I think dick riding is going to be the word.
Nope.
Got 6 minutes left.
On which one?
This is it. This is the wrap up.
Okay.
Detroit, I need you to remove a word. We got to remove a word from our vocabulary.
Dick sucking?
Trying to. I'm doing it.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. Every time I pull away from that mentality, I have too much fickle shit happening. Every time that I hone in on the mentality of it ain't no try, it's all do.
Yeah.
I am going to be in LA next week shooting XYZ for BYG. You dig what I'm saying? So it ain't no more trying. We're not trying to do shit. We're just doing it.
Yeah.
For real. Because Detroit, we come from a place of, do I deserve it? And yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we do. We deserve it. We deserve everything that is yours. I don't know why we have to grow up with fucking PTSD and some stigma of trying to. But no, this shit yours, bro.
Yeah.
All of it's yours.
Just reach out and grab it.
That's
You've
it.
been doing more like solo work lately, right? Kind of
Yeah.
like on your own production type shit.
Yeah,
so
God,
you get
God is good for me to be able. So that's what that's what Stash House is. That's
Yeah.
what Stash House was me, you know, being able to get back to my roots of what I'm trying to do. So like, I never got into the game to take food off anybody's table. I never got into the game to create a person or an entity that is greater than others.
no.
I started in the industry in order to create an umbrella type environment. Team-based workflow, those are the things, those are the values that I hold near and dear to my heart. The mastermind is not within anybody's mind. The mastermind is built off of multiple minds working on one problem.
Facts, man.
So, what I have been doing for the past 2 years is setting stones for what we're going to do for the rest of our lives. I want to have this production house, something that we all can collaborate with, work up under. I put some food on the table, and we all eat.
Yeah.
That's it.
What's like your favorite under your own production? Because like I said, I always seen you kind of under the radar, but now you're taking lead, taking full control of whatever you're putting out there. What's happening? Like because now it's your shit. So is it like any different with anybody you're working with directly? Is it like more fun now? How you feeling about it?
I feel like I'm really ready to I'm ready to bring this shit full circle. Full fucking circle. Because yeah, I've been having fun. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit more than I have been doing. Yeah, I'm able to take some more credit home in certain realms, but I'm still not hitting what my goal was. My goal is to push something out there that is overly competitive, industry standard, a certain caliber. And I have not reached my goal yet, and I'm going to keep shooting until I shoot
Oh
it.
yeah.
Until I hit that shit, I'm restless. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get to it.
So I guarantee the experiences have been like fucking crazy, obviously.
Bad.
When you're the boss, it's like a different feeling.
I'm just getting to the point where I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna try to drive. I'm gonna say, hand me the keys to the foreign whip too.
Yeah.
Like I've been around niggas with foreign whips this whole time, and I'll never be like, shit, let me try that shit too.
No,
I'm
I see.
touching the shit. I'm
Your
fucking with the
stories are
shit.
crazy as fuck, man.
My stories were all the stories. My story is the real story.
You work with a lot of this. Like, who's your favorite artist to work with? Because I noticed that there is a good rotation.
I love fucking with so Barry is not an artist, but Barry's
The
a
manager. Yeah.
I love fucking with Barry because Barry and I see eye to eye on so much.
I didn't know
little
Barry
shit.
had a creative mind. That's
he really
crazy.
do. He really do.
He seems so simple.
You know who has? You know what? Who else has an amazingly creative mind?
Who?
Juan.
Juan has a jump shot too out of nowhere. This bitch was man.
Juan got a jump shot.
Juan has a jump shot. I watched him. We were
He
doing.
don't have to have a jump shot if you want to play basketball.
I seen him hit like 3 for 6. Okay, and I seen motherfuckers usually hitting shots missing, and I seen his ass sinking them. So he has a jump shot. East side jump shot.
You got me out here in Sterling Heights. I couldn't even bring no weed. I brought a tail.
Man.
They gonna be talking shit in the comments. Yeah, nigga, I smoked the roach this whole motherfucking shoot, bitch. Fuck you.
So you like
Still
working
weed
with
that bitch. I'm a dog.
when you're working with Juan and Scoob is Juan? I've never seen Juan say shit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Juan is extremely creative.
Actually, Juan did say some shit at a video shoot once.
He be calling me random as fuck with hard ass ideas.
Just run that one. Until
This is about to go.
oh okay. Damn, we were just about to get into it. How much time? Which one's? How much does that one got?
Hard battery, 3, 6.
We still got 6.
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. Keep going, man. So what's up?
Bro, okay, so I say it's one specific Skilla Baby video. It's him in this like little nice restaurant playing with the piano, got a couple girls.
I know that song.
It's called No Rap Cap.
No Cap Rap.
That was all
No Cat Rap.
Juan. That
No
was
Cat
all
Rap.
Juan. I ain't even direct that video.
Okay.
For real. But no, like bro, he really do be coming with heat as far as like a creative standpoint, and I can see the that similar psychotic crazy bone, that mental click that makes him a creative, and
Okay.
I love that about him. So you know, those are the type of people I really like to work with is creatives and people. I say one of my favorite artists to work with was King Von.
Okay.
The reason being was he was so creative himself and so
You shot No Talk? Did you shoot No Talking? Were you part of No Talking? Okay.
It's a few videos I was in on with him though.
Okay.
But the thing with Von would send the song, and he would also send like a voice recording of him still in the studio. You could hear the song playing in the background, and talking about some and at this part I want to have the feds boom in the door like they did that one time back in 2012. Like, bro, like you're really giving me the script. So with an artist like that, it makes it very, very easy to come up with creative, purposeful things.
Right.
It makes it very, very easy to know that what I am producing, what I'm directing, what I'm putting on screen is something my client's gonna be happy with because my client was clear with their intention.
Yeah.
So all that little shit being said, like, you know, those are the type of relationships that, you know, I think a creative's looking for, are the relationships that have chemistry and creative chemistry. For
Oh
sure,
yeah, for sure. Some people.
because motherfuckers got to remember, content is king. It's not camera gear. It's not followers. It's not views. Content is king. It
Always.
will overrule and it will win out of everybody, out of all.
Yeah, that's for me. I'm Joey Gladstone. I always say this every time. Joey Gladstone from Full House did a seminar over here at the Comedy Castle, and he was there to help artists and entertainers to whatever questions they had. You could raise and say, Joey, what do you like? Whatever the fuck. He stopped midway through. He literally stopped the whole thing. He's like, wait, I just fucked up. I didn't realize. He's like, I can't answer any of y'all questions. He said, listen, I'm sorry. I know everybody's asking questions. He's like, the real truth about the entertainment industry is one thing. Keep creating productions. He's
That's
like,
it.
Yeah. He's like, I can't.
Keep putting food on the table.
He's like, this is my first seminar, and I thought I was going to be able to give you direct answers, but the real answer is just keep creating.
That's it.
That's it. And that's what I was like, oh, when I heard, I was like, oh my God, I got all these plans.
Build momentum.
Yeah.
Momentum is your best friend. friend in this industry.
Something's called every week. I spend money creating content. I spend money creating productions,
Absolutely.
creating, doing whatever.
Absolutely.
It's hard, man. It's not easy. It costs a lot. But I know me and Nick keep running this shit for a long time. We're gonna be just creating more content that people are gonna want to be a part of or be watching, get influenced by, and they'll create their own productions too and stuff.
Where
like
you're
that.
going through those levels of just life where it's like, okay, you had something in you that said most of my employers are retarded. Excuse me, beep that out.
I got you.
They are.
Most of my employers' intelligence level is lesser than mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking beyond most of the people that are put in a position to tell me what to do or even pay me.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you go through that level as a employee, and you realize, shit, maybe I should just step out and take a chance on myself and be an employer. Yeah. And that's how we all ended up in this realm. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the creativity. You know what I'm saying? Half of us probably couldn't even hold a job because we ain't gonna fucking deal with no authoritative bullshit.
Their own shit, bro.
Exactly.
So what we've all been either subconsciously or consciously doing is getting to the point where it's like, shit, bro, like even my clients aren't taking advantage of what I'm giving them as best as I could. Mm-hmm. I could be putting more into the air. I could be putting more into the atmosphere, more into the environment. If this, if that, if this, if that. That's where you get to the point where it's like, let's be our own clients.
Oh yeah.
Let's create content.
Yeah.
That way we are our client. We are our responsible entity to get it done.
Oh yeah. I never wanted to be the type of person I always talk to people and they're like, yeah, well, I'm planning this and I'm planning that. I just got to get this together and that together and these people involved and that people involved. Anytime somebody tells me they got a plan, I just stop listening to them because I never told anybody I ever had a plan. I just did the shit. I was like, I woke up one morning, I'm doing it. Even the first podcast, music review podcast, I literally woke up, I'm doing it. Yep. I went down, I'm doing it. First time me and Nick did this, I'm doing it. Yep. First music video I shot, I didn't think about it. Even when I shoot the basketball games, I got a phone call from somebody when I was shooting those Sidas basketball games. Somebody was like, with the level you're at, that's pretty embarrassing that you're shooting these basketball games. That's embarrassing. He's like, you were doing things beyond that. Why the fuck are you shooting basketball games? And I was like, bro, first of all, I love everybody there.
Second don't understand how much of a platform I'm being able to build right now. You don't know how much of an investment in my own company I'm making.
Yeah, I'm creating another production here, and that production is seen by thousands of people every time. And
what you did with the video games, with the basketball games alone, was a lot of what I have seen potential with. It's just like side content based off of, okay, now you have this entertaining clique. You have this group of entertaining folk. Now, what else is happening outside of, homie in the studio?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because homie in the studio is one side of this. What's happening when they decide to go to Church's Chicken and the shit's hilarious?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So where's the content at? And like years down the line, when Chinese investors are all coming to try to buy up a bunch of shit and, try to figure out where the BTS is and all that bullshit, we're going to be looking stupid. Like, damn, I wish I had to put, my city on a little bit better.
Another way I look at it, too, is work. Everything's a workout to me. Like, everything is a micro block. Not only forget about content and however the audience perceives the work that I put out at that moment. Sometimes it's just a workout for me. Yeah. I'll be like, you know what? Let me put myself on here just to get a workout. Yeah, exactly. Just like comedians go do their stand-up in open mics. Even major Kevin Hart still goes to open mics. The reason they do it is because you got to stay sharp. You got to start building and expanding your personality and your creativity. So everything I do, even sometimes if I know it's going to be a flop or doesn't do nothing, it's like, well, I'm building myself now at this point.
I'm going to get it done.
And it's content still at the same time. So
I try to encourage clients that get hung up on one or two things that make them want to not release the video. Like, oh, well, my shirt had a stain on it.
Yep.
Let this shit go.
Damn, that's me. I criticize the fuck out of everything.
But you're gonna have to let that shit go so you can get to the next.
That's blinking.
Because if you don't let it go, you're gonna find yourself in a space where you're creatively constipated.
I wanna what's it at?
You got 5.
Oh, 5's good. Okay. I thought that bitch was about to turn off.
Like hard 5. Like that shit's been.
Let me know when that's a minute. No, yeah, man, 100%. It's all building block. It's all working out. It's everything. It's everything, man. It's all of it together. And that's why I'm never gonna I already have my schedule, bro. Monday, this podcast. Wednesday, music review podcast. Thursday, I'm going to just do a nice ass picture somewhere of me working wherever the fuck I'm at that time. I have a new idea I'm coming out with where I'm just going to start like dumping all my favorite ideas and stuff. I'm building a schedule, but then I got I'm just going to keep creating productions like Monday through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, all different productions. Versatile productions, never limited.
I think for a creative, you have to get to a point where you say, okay, let's build a productive or conducive schedule to what, still leaves me limber and flexible to be creative. Because a part of being a creative is, shit, I got into it because I ain't want nobody to tell me what to do. Yeah. But now you got to tell you what to do.
Well, do you think directors should all be carrying guns?
I think all humans should carry guns. No, I think that all directors definitely should carry and practice firearms, because here's in lies the issue. We're not just gonna say directors, because let's get real specific and say hood shooters. If you got rap clients, if you got rap video clients, I mean, don't tell me I'm discriminatory. I'm just real with this shit. Niggas be doing funny and bullshit. So Nick and I, this is why I started carrying a gun. Nick invites me to shoot with him. This is one of our first videos we ever went out and did together. And this artist of him was giving him the heebie-jeebies the whole fucking time. He never was giving him a comfortable vibe. And so we're shooting the video. Mid-shooting the video, the guy's like, yo, let's go over to the block and get the shot with the house. And the other man's just like, but we not supposed to be on that block at all no more ever again. And I'm hearing this shit, but I ignore it like an asshole. So apparently we go over to this block off of Plymouth. We shoot the scene. It's him and his homies all in front of this abandoned house that apparently they're not supposed to be on no more. Call cut. Move on to the next scene. Everybody's packing their cars. The rappers and all their entourage are 4 or 5 houses down the street that way. Me and Nick are the only 2 people still in front of the house we're not supposed to be in front of anymore.
Yeah.
Who pops out the bushes on us? Whew. A little motherfucker with a revolver. 5 shots. Ooh. So he pop out the bushes and he's shooting at the house. But who's parked in front of the house? Me and Nick. Ooh. So he foul. You look, camera. You see how the camera is? This is how his hand was.
To you, the house.
You see how this camera is? This is how his hammer was. Okay? So I don't know if he was trying to kill me or Nick, or if he really was go fire up the house. All I know is this man came out the bushes, fired, pow, pow, pow,
oh my God,
pow, 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 till his shit clicked, and then he disappeared back into the alley.
Jesus.
Me and Nick was parallel parked at the moment. We were stuck. It wasn't shit to do. Wasn't nowhere to go. Had I had ham on me, Lord knows I'd have put a sick dog down in the street that day. But at that rate, it's just...
You were out to dry.
Nothing.
You couldn't do shit.
Nothing.
Well, I just want to make an announcement that I'm officially retiring from shooting music videos until I am strapped. I'm done with this shit. I'm not having somebody pull out a revolver out the bushes on my ass, man.
That was the most vivid one. Yeah. That was the most graphic moment.
I feel bad for Nick.
There have been other moments. There have been other, we got to get the fuck out of here because somebody about to come shoot this bitch up.
Yep.
There have been other moments where it's you see flashes over there on that block, and that's a 7.62. Yeah. So yeah, every director definitely needs to get in a position where they can go home. Yeah. If the shit hit the fan. You look, this is the fact of the fucking matter. Anybody with some goddamn sense, you need some gun. Because you are your first line of defense. Nobody owes you your life more than you. There's no police entity. There's no 911 that you can call faster than pulling something out your holster and addressing the issue.
Yeah, we're getting shooting lessons soon, Nick. Me and you. I'll go with you.
We getting shooting lessons. I don't got to.
Oh no, you cool.
I know what the fuck.
No, Keefer, you said you take me.
Come on, I got you.
Hey,
I got you.
Listen, man. Everybody, listen. The man behind all the operations, all these music videos you're seeing, the biggest music videos you're seeing from Detroit. This man's behind most of those motherfuckers in the first place. Legend in the scene, Keefer Kahn, man. You rock Gurok too, right? Is that your brand?
That's what we wearing right now. So look, I had a moment where I was like, damn, I have to be on camera today.
Yeah.
Like, no, I can go to work like looking like a dad or some shit, wearing what I had in the closet.
Yeah.
I had to call Flo. I'm like, Flo, I'm about to be on the podcast. I'm trying to represent the brand the right way.
Yeah.
That's really what I've been doing lately. And bro was like, come pull up, grab your drip. Hat, brand new.
Everybody's
right off the
rocking Gurok, man.
Crew neck, fresh, right off the shelf. So look. Holler at my man's Gurok Flow or official Gurok. Those are both the Instagrams. And you can get your drip. Or you can get your whoop, because we got a whole different kind of level of connoisseurism going on around there. Like,
Facts.
shit.
And everybody's got that
anybody
shit.
higher than me, shit, nigga higher than me, he in the motherfucking game. Because this Gurok shit is real official.
My baby, it's been an honor, man. Pleasure and an inspiration, goddammit. From the moment I started this shit.
I hope I can become a friend of the show and we can do this more often.
Oh, fuck it. This is just a
I'm trying to come co-host with you.
I feel like we're talking to like 1% of what the fuck we wanted to talk about, but this goddamn camera is fucking us up. Thank you again for pulling up, man. Sure. Keefer Kahn, Vantage Photo behind the video camera. It's my boy Nick. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Peace. All right, now we gotta do like banter, like the news is playing and shit.
Okay.
Like, like the news playing. Like this is a bitch with a fat ass and big titties. I would fucking finger the shit out of her though. You know what I'm saying? All right, so man, we can go. I gotta pee and then we can rock.
Okay, cool, man. We gotta take a picture before you bounce.
Oh, come on.
All right, now.
Let me pee real quick.
Okay.